It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see Geno Smith. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down in the yard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The Smith's throw taken in by Slayton. Touchdown, Packers! Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And Chase will go in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep, but a give to Jones. And They'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This one out quickly to Watkins. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Here's Mariota. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mariota on 1st down. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Man, that ain't made no sense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
To throw Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
Now Geno. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Geno. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Handoff now. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Pardon me, not often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Smith's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Gino down to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Again, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And they'll begin by running the option. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now 2nd and 5. Off the option, it's Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They run with the 2nd-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Falcons had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Still 1st down.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second down, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will bounce up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On first down, Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, Smith again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. To the air again, Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball start. Offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Smith. They'll get this complete to Tillman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Smith. Touchdown, Packers. Dalton Schultz from 19 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. First down, Mariota. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 40, 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there? There's so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number 1 thing, take care of the football.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a play. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And Falcons grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a dump off here complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mariota. That is caught. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. An inside give to Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and they'll win the run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yep. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Gino. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Smith throw into the hands of Pickens. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal line?
I don't don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
First down from Evans, still one of the most dependable receivers in the NFL. 9 seasons, all above 1,000 yards, and he's climbing career leaderboards. Already in the top 50 in yards, top 30 in touchdowns.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Then he goes down. Christian Barmore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Charlie Kohler, 30 yards. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Smith.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Now Gino. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Gino down to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Again, Smith looking for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelsey.
Still first down.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. On the ground, it's Gray. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
First down, Packers.
On the handoff, this is Swift. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Smith's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Swift will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here is Mariota and the Falcons.
Down by 1. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down.
Now Mariota.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Mariota able to find Jones.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now 2nd and 4.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. To throw Mariota.
And this pass broken up.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Mariota. There's Evans again. Complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Here's Mariota. And he is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. This is 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That clock had run awfully low. Now obviously no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. From the right hash, this for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one part was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. With the ensuing kickoff, they were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Atlanta, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.